gathering and crafting is a huge part of villagers and heroes, and they get you started pretty quickly. Right in town in Summer's Hollow, there is Otto, the master gatherer. And what he'll do...
Something tells me you got a sharp eye, quick hands, and more than a bit of muscle to you. Am I right? Am I right?
He'll start you in gathering. And he'll want you to get mining and angling, which is fishing, and mushroom picking, and wood cutting, and bug gathering, and fruit picking right away. So once you do all those things, you can come back here and you'll be a master gatherer. So we'll get started with that. Dagmar Strand is the home of the fishing trainer and also the orchard gathering trainer. So we'll head to the fruit gathering first, which is this way. They're pretty close to each other. Once you get to the fruit orchard, you'll see Ephraim, the master fruitineer.
Such sweet delights about every tree. Care to know more?
I'd like to start picking some fruit. So we're going to track this quest, and this quest will also feed into this quest, where we're supposed to meet Ephraim, which is the last requirement on the list, and then master every single one of his lessons, which is pretty easy to do. First, he wants you to gather a certain number of red apples, 10 to be exact. This is a level 1 fruit. To gather, you just right click and you'll start foraging. Once an item drops on the ground, you can click it and put it in your bag, but it's not necessary. The items will just go into your bag if you just keep collecting. We've reached level 2. You'll also get these Moat of Yorick items, and those are helpful in crafting. Whenever you get those, they're these magical globules of power, and what they can do is they can be used at crafting stations to craft really fast. So you'll be able to craft multiple items as long as you spend these Moat of Yoricks. Moats of Yorick? It'd probably be Moats of Yorick. We're level 3. I found another item. It wants us to find the Coterie of Gatherers. Once you start paying attention to your crafting and your gathering, down here at the bottom, you'll notice we have 248 of these natural whetstones. We use one every time we gather, and every time you gather, you do run. You do have the opportunity to find some of those. You'll get better ones. This grainy natural whetstone will help you gather faster, and you'll even get better ones than that eventually. If you don't want to use any of your whetstones, you can turn them off so that you don't use them, and then what will happen is you do run the risk of finding nothing, but you'll always find new supplies. So we have our 10 items. So let's go back.
Ooh, I see sticky fruit juice on your hands. That's a good sign indeed. It means we've got a real fruit-picking fanatic here.
Okay, that's one. Let's start the next lesson. Now he wants 10 green apples. You can see here when you hover over the tree, it's level 1. Then if you go over here to the green apple tree, it's level 2. The types of fruit change. Pear is level 6, golden is level 9, and fruit trees go up and up and up like that. So I'm going to start collecting the green apples, turn them in, and he's going to have us go through each one of these trees and gather 10. So let's do that. Sometimes you'll get these picking repair globules, or just repair globules. This one happens to be for picking, and it will repair your harvesting tool. Those won't automatically go into your bag, so pay attention when you're harvesting and collect them, and you'll be able to repair your gathering tools to their full condition. The problem here is he wants us to collect these level 9 golden apples, but level 9 is quite a bit ahead of us. We're level 5. So what we can do is drop back and gather some more pears until we level up a bit more. That might be enough, so I'm gonna try, now that we're level 7, to get a level 9 golden apple. Whenever you pick a new item, you'll get a discovery reward, which is a ton more experience.
We've got a real fruit-picking fanatic here.
Okay, that's all for me. From next on the list, we're gonna head next door to the fishing trainer. And it's pretty similar. All the gathering items, skills are fairly similar. You'll find your master and then find a spot to harvest at the appropriate level, and they'll have you come back and return items. You'll also use and gather up different gathering resources. So let's start fishing.
Shh! Shh! We must use our fishing voices here. Don't want to scare them all away now, do we?
And that's fishing. To get to the mushroom area, you want to go through Dagmar Strand and go to the Briny Caverns portal. This area is level 7 to 9, so be careful. Here you'll find Amato, the Mushroom Master.
Roll up your sleeves. Chop, chop.
Just like with apples and fishing, each little mushroom in this area is a certain level. And you'll have to gather the level 1 items first and move your way up.
Well, darned if you aren't grinning like all get out. Mushroom picking suits you, I'd say.
And that's it. There's not as many mushrooms to pick as there are fruit. They both use plant lore though, so try to remember to get the fruit picking before you come to the mushroom picking. Otherwise, you're going to be picking a lot of mushrooms, like level 1s, level 5s, to build up to that level 10. The bug collector can be found on Kronk Island.
They're sticky, slippery, slimy, and beautiful. Allow me to educate you in the unending delights of bug lore. Are you loving your buggy pursuits?
The collection quests are pretty similar to the other ones we've done.
Well, don't just stand there. Grab your pickaxe and let's get you mining. I saw your sparks flying fast and furious over there. I think you might be a born miner.
Some folks complain it makes their arms hurt. Nonsense. They just don't know how to pull wood properly. Allow me to instruct you, my friend.
And this is pretty much the same type of quest. The interesting thing about gathering wood, it's also related to plant lore, just like the mushrooms and the tree fruit foraging.
Aha! Your arms don't hurt at all, do they? Your wood gathering is coming along quite well, isn't it?
And that's it. You have now become a gatherer in all of the areas that the game has.
How are those quick hands of yours doing? Gathering going well?
Claim your reward. There's a supply distributor down here, and once a day, you can collect all those items
Trouble you?
for gathering supplies. Make sure you collect those, open them up, and you'll have your whetstones and your bait and your nectar for luring bugs and your mining oil. And double click on them and you'll feed them right into your slots for collecting. Here's a cog information NPC that we're supposed to
How go
visit.
thy travels?
Alright, and because we did the collecting, we can complete this meeting cog quest. And that's it. You're a gatherer.